Hi, this is Andrew, and today we're going to be installing a USA spec BT45-ACU in our Acura MDX year 2007. This is how it came to us. I'll open it up here. Comes with a instruction booklet. The unit itself, which is going to plug into the XM radio that's in the back of the car. The MDX we have has a navigation system and XM radio, so it's going to plug into the XM radio, which is located in the rear of the vehicle. Comes with a cable and a microphone. I'm not going to be installing the microphone because we don't anticipate using it for voice conversations, just for playing music in the car. Now we'll head down to the car and start the install. So now we're down here at the car, and one thing I wanted to make sure is to note that this is only for MDXs that have a nav system. So if you don't have a nav system, then the BT45-ACU is probably not right for your car. So we've got our nav system, and it also has an entertainment package, but I don't think that's critical to know, but we have it. So I've opened up the back of the car. The first step is we're going to go ahead and take this panel and we're going to lift it out. Just lifts right out. You don't need to take the screws out first. Just lift it out. And then there are a couple of screws in here in the hinges. We need to get those out to allow us to take this carpeted piece off here. The XM radio is behind here, so I want to not damage any of the pieces of the car, so we want to get that off easily. So now for the standard Phillips head screwdriver, we'll pull out these hinges. And we'll just set them over on the side here, keep them out of the way so we can find them when they're done. I need to take out, this is the spare tire jack, so I'll just turn these hinges to the unlock position. Actually, you don't have to screw them, you just turn them. And once that's out, should be pretty good. So this is all nice and loose. It does come, there's a little plastic edge here, so we'll need to pull it up and slip it out from underneath that edge. Just pull this up a little bit here and see if we can work it out easily. Yeah. You can see it comes cut out, so it's only just this little on the side here. Yeah, sure enough, there it is. Let me get a. So now we've got that part out. Take a peek in here. See that the XM radio is right there where it's been advertised. Give you a peek at that. So you can see there's the connectors and stuff we're going to need to pull out. One thing I've noticed, the instructions say that it's a 14-pin connection, but what I've got in the box, at least the way I count it, there's 20 pins. It does appear to be the connector on the right hand side of the XM, like it shows in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that one out, plug this side in, and then plug the what I pull out into this side. Give you a little bit of an in-car camera here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out that left side, or the right side plug. There we go. It's a little bit, you got to give it a good little pull. And now we've got that wire out. And go ahead and plug that into the cable. It's not going in directly easily. The pins aren't quite lined up. There we go. So the pins were a little bit off, just to make sure they were all lined up. I'm able to get it in there. And now we'll plug that back in. So now we've got it all plugged back in that side, so the wire that came with it plugged in, and then the XM radio wire that we pulled out is plugged into the other side of that cable. So here's our unit that came in the box. We're looking at the 2 radio. The wire that came with it. You can see there's a little thing here at the top that's going to go in the, that's just to hold it in, it's going to go on the top. Make sure it's in there nice and snug. One thing we want to do is we want to set the dip switches. So according to this, with nav system, we want 1 and 3 is on and 2 and 4 are off. So we'll want to take 2. Oh, that's on. So 1, 3 are on and 2 and 4 are off, which is up. So I can see down here on it that it says on down here for the bottom. So 1 and 3 are on, 2 and 4 are off. Okay, so the next step before we put the car together is we're going to go ahead and test it out, make sure everything's working, and then we'll put the car back together. So I'll go turn the car on, and I notice when I turn the car on to auxiliary I get no XM. So we may have to pull those wires out and try pushing them in again. Maybe something's not connected just right. But I am checking to see if it shows up, which I don't think it will, because I don't think the XM radio is getting power. Okay, so I noticed that the plug I had pushed in, I had not pushed it in far enough, so I gave it a little bit more muscle and pushed it all the way in. I also disconnected this and pushed it back in, and this time I heard a click when it went in. So you probably want to make sure it goes in far enough. Then I put the turn the car on for the aux mode, and now I push the XM button and it shows some information about the Bluetooth. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Bluetooth now and see if it picks it up on the phone. And there it is, the BT45-ACU, which is named interestingly because it's actually called on the device it's called the BT45-ACU, but Acura and Honda are the same company. So, and there it is, it says connected. So we'll go ahead and show you what's going on in the car. So we've got it installed. This is what shows up on XM channel 1. XM channel 2 is still the XM stations. However, we let our subscription run out, have not renewed, so it just shows preview channels on XM2. As far as what these items mean, I'm not really sure. Playing with it a little bit, I noticed that the tuner, if I change the tuner up and down, it changes the song that's playing. So here goes to song 11, song 10, song 9. So that's a pretty nice little feature. It doesn't seem to matter if I'm on playlist or artist or album or the other thing, the aux. If I'm on aux, I don't get anything because I think it's used for the auxiliary jack in the unit, which is in the back that we're not using. Bluetooth, maybe it's the phone, I don't know, but I'll have to look that up. But most of it, we're just going to use the iPhone itself to control what songs are playing. So I can't really tell you what these different items do. I guess we'll find out over time. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and mount it into the car. I'm going to use the Velcro command strips to stick it into the car. I'll probably mount it over near the XM radio. One thing to remember for MDX, if you have the third row seating, I don't know if they all come with it, but when that tilts up, this part's going to come down. So it's tempting to mount it like right under here somewhere, but I'm afraid that the seat would crunch it once the seat was put down. So I'm going to mount it under the side. So I've got it stuck under there with the command strips. That's plenty secure, doesn't seem to move around very much. I just sort of shove the wires under there. I'm not very neat freaky about wires, as long as they're not going to be seen, who cares? I'll go ahead and test it one more time just to make sure that after I did that it's still working, and then I'll put the car back together. So reassembly, we're just going to do the reverse of what we did before. We got to get this under the little edges, and then we'll snap it back in. So that went okay. I just had to lift up on this a little bit, and then I got that right back in. We'll go ahead and put the hinges in, and then stick the top back on and close it up, and we'll be done. There's the jack cover back on. We've got the hinges back in. Set this back in, just sets right on. Close it up, and we're all set. Okay, we're finished with our install. Everything's working. Car's back together. We're ready to hit the road. Thanks for watching.